Hello guys, so as you've seen by the video there, for those of you who know, you know where I am. For those of you who don't, I have actually come through the North Inch, and as you can see, the gates there are the ones I just walked through, and they're actually part of the flood patrol. I will go over and show you that in a minute, but the main reason I'm here is this war memorial. Now there are things with inscriptions on the sides and whatnot, so what I'm going to do is I've shown you the memorial, I'm going to read all the inscriptions, and then I'm going to show you them and give you guys a minute to read them as well, but you know, show you what it looks like and we'll go over everything. But it's a nice area. So the war memorial itself, this reads: this memorial pays tribute to all who served in the 51st Highland Division in 2 World Wars. It symbolises the liberation of our European allies from the occupation and repression in 1945 and commemorates the 50 years of peace that have followed. Which, I wouldn't say accurate facts, but here, yeah. So then we have these 2 stones at each side. This one on the front here, oh, that's my mum's birthday. On the front says, unveiled by Provost Mike O'Malley to mark the 60th anniversary of the Battle of El Alamein? Sorry, dyslexia's kicking in hard there, I'll show you that though. From the 26th of October 2002. On top, I feel like this is more a poem than it is anything else. Now, I just realised I have bright sun behind me. Now, I'm going to struggle to read some of this because it's a bit faded. So bear with me. 1 metre plus 12 years, the gap between a soldier and a girl, both cast in bronze. He stands suspicious tread of the business of war. This is not reading well. She offers thanks as best she can. A rose picked from the bunch and tucked in the arm. Silent bagpipes drip from the crooked arm, their lung exhausted by battle refrains. You're going to be getting all angles today. towards the lashing bloom, with her eyes which gaze past gratitude into the world where she will shine. Their gap is closing fast. Both know that liberation bears the price beyond the measure of tunes and flowers. And that says Andrew McGreeve. What does the other one say? Oh, here we go. Right, so this one, I'm not going to read this one. I'll show you this one. This one is actually a list of names. So I will show you this one last. I'll make sure I leave it long enough so that you can pause it and whatnot. But yes, the wee front bit said, presented by Dr. John Hulbert, Provost of Perth and Kinross, by the people of Genner, Holland, on the occasion of the final reunion of the 51st Highland Division Veterans Association, 8th of June 2008. Plinth erected by Perth Common Good Fund. So yeah, this is, they've actually got it all split in to different bits as well. So in remembrance of our liberation, Ter Herring, I think that's Dutch. Yeah, we have some languages that Kathleen can't read, not gonna lie. But we have, what, there's McGurn, there's Reed, Chapman, Hunter, Jennings. But yeah, loads of names, I will show you them all. But we've got the Regiment of Black Watch, Regiment Gordon Highland, the Royal Artillery, Derbyshire Veery. Again, English. The Royal Engineers and the King's Own. Wow. It just shows you though, like, I've lived here my entire life. I grew up playing here. And this has been here since what, 2008? And at no point have I actually stopped to read this, which is quite shocking for me because I normally do. But there we go. So I'm going to turn you around and I will show you the inscriptions, the memorials up close and everything. Feel free to pause and read. And then just since we're here and it's right over there, I'll show you the floodgate as well. So we have the memorial here. See if we get right in, you can see what it is that they're talking about. This is one side. That's the inscription. So then this was the first bit I read there. And that's the poem. You can maybe understand why I struggled with some of it. It's quite hard to read. Then we'll go over here to this one. So as I said, very interesting. I mean, to be fair, I can wholeheartedly admit it's not exactly that I've been coming in the Inch very often. But, you know, doing stuff like this has made me realise how little I actually know my own area. So, I should probably check that out. So as I said, these are the gates that I'm pretty sure we're putting for the flood. They actually have nice sort of designs on them. So we have Korean Veterans Association No. 1 Branch, Perth. This plaque is in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of the Korean War, which was 1950 to 1953. Also in memory of the soldiers who lost their lives in the conflict. We will remember them. If you've ever been to UK Remembrance Days or anything like that, we will remember them is a die-hard saying here. You will notice it quite a lot in war memorials and stuff like that. All services, BKVA wall plate, designed by Alex Moffat Sec, No. 1 Branch, Perth. So that's the Korean one. So then here, this is the memory of the World War One. So it's 1914 to 1919. To the lasting memory of the employees of the City of Perth Cooperative Society who fell in the Great War. Also grateful remembrance of those who sacrificed their lives in the Second World War, 1939-1945. To be fair, we really need to do a better job of looking after it, but Scottish weather for you. It's not good, but again, I'll turn you around, I'll show you the gate as well. There we go, that's the war one. Two Korean War plaques even, not planks. And then we have gate number 1. And we'll just cross over here to gate number 2. Now, I'm going to take these on this last little bit of walk. Oh, just put my hand in front of the camera there because I thought my hand was over the microphone. I'm going to take you to this. Oh, that's a squirrel. That's a squirrel. I just ran into a bush. I'll turn you around and show you this. It's a grey squirrel, it's okay. But here is another war memorial, actually. Just as you can see, very much not far from where I was. This, as far as I'm aware, is, I think it's actually the main war memorial used in this section. I can't remember, do not quote me. I could be wrong. Normally, I'm not gonna lie, normally I'm not here for Remembrance Day parades. I am in my little village. So in honour of the 90th Light Infantry Perthshire Volunteers raised May 1794 by Thomas Graham of Balgowan, who was promoted for his service in Italy, Spain and Holland to the rank of general in 1809 and made a Knight of the Bath in 1812 and created Baron Lindach, I think 1814. The last regular battalion of Cameronians, Scottish Rifles, was disbanded on the 14th of May 1968 as part of the National Defence Economies. This plaque was unveiled by the Lord Provost of Perth. So we have that. I'll just spin you around that way. And just so we have a bit of context to how big this is. This is the one, yeah. So this is the one, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work anymore. I could be wrong, but it does actually have fountains. Whatnot. Nice little horse and whatnot up there. I can't remember if there's on the other side. Same sort of thing again, except erected AD 1895 by the County and City of Perth and officers of the regiment past and present. So yeah, we get a lot. There's a lot going on. But I like things like this. I mean, it's really, really tall. I think it's actually one of the taller ones. Oh, there's a cute doggy. So I'm watching a doggy run. But yeah, we have right next to the water as well. So it's a very nice view. But yeah, what I'm going to do actually, since I have to walk back to the car and I need to walk over the inch, instead of taking the path like a normal person, let's go to the top of the wee hill so I can show you what the inch looks like. Because for those of you who don't know, we have two of these. We have the north and the south inch. South inch is a bit different to this one. It's used for football, kids playing, there's play parks and whatnot. It's got a cafe, and to be fair, that's where our shows go. So when we get the travelling shows, that's tends to be where they go, is the south inch. Now I'm in the north inch. North inch is used for football or soccer for Americans. Rugby, which if you don't know rugby, I mean it's pretty close to American football. And golf. Actually, we have a good golf course here, evidently, that actually, to be fair, goes over the water to the other side of that bridge. So yeah, so I'll turn you around and show you the inch before I head back. Now that I've walked myself across the inch, so that I'm closer to my car. Not at my car, but I'm closer to it. I wanted to show you this bit because we've looked at the war memorials, which is obviously beautiful and amazing, but the inch itself has so much history to it, and everything around it has so much history to it. So we even have these, and wonderful coolness is packed intact in the lumpish moon of a summer evening. Now that seems to be made up of like 3 slabs. I don't think it's got something on all of them. There's got something on some of them. This one says growing together. Yeah, they've all got different things on. I'll need to go around them one day and check. Oh, there we go. On the weathered bough of a crow, alone is perching, autumn evening now. Again, I'm not sure if that's 100%, but there we go. So we do also have benches dedicated to people. Seasons, Time and Place by Francis Pelly. That's this one. But the main thing I wanted to show you is actually is this. Now, I'm not 100% sure of the full history of that building, so we're going to go check. But just on the way, just as a little cool feature, you have a water tap. Very handy. I may actually need to fill up my water bottle if I'm being honest, so we actually have them dotted all over the town, to be fair. It's very handy. Just walking across here, there is a plaque on this building. So, it's a listed building, so I'll show you as I read this one. Category A listed building designed by architect Sir Robert Reid was the site of Perth Academy from 1807 until 1932, when the academy moved to Viewlands. This plaque is dedicated to the pupils and staff who fought and made the ultimate sacrifice in the Great War in 1914 to 1918. So there we go, life facts I didn't know, and I've lived here. This was actually an old high school. As far as I'm aware, the outside hasn't changed much. Not 100% sure on the inside due to the fact there is a yoga studio, family tree farms, and I'm pretty sure there's stuff over the other side as well. But yeah, very pretty with the gold stand. But yeah, so there's a lot of history around Inch. I'm pretty sure is it one of the King James's golf courses that's down the other end of Inch? So I'll show you that at some point. But yeah, there is a lot of history down here. And even the flats that are joint on that, I'm pretty sure were built a bit after the school itself. Not sure how long, and not sure if it is fully after the school was built. So I could be wrong, but again, I will do my research and I'll put it in the comments. But even the flats here, oh, quite nice. I am one of these people, I do quite like old style buildings. So, yeah. But that is me back in my beautiful little car now. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of Perth. Side note, but kind of related. Come New Year, when I know what videos I'm doing, and what is happening and what not. There we go. I will be doing a little revamp of my channel. Let's see if you can sit there. This is very unsafe. I will be doing. As I said, very unsafe. I will be doing a little revamp of the channel and putting everything into better organised playlists and whatnot. And as you will have seen in my short, I want to do something for my 100th video and my 1000th subscriber. So, if anybody has any ideas or anything like that, let me know, because I think it will be fun. But yeah, that's today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.